Okay, students, today we'll do some more examples on sampling theory, examples on probable limits. Since P is the probability of success and square root of P cube by N is the standard error and P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of P cube by N are the probable limits. So I'll use the formula whenever I require to find the probable limits for a certain example. So I'll read the example, I'll do an example on this. A sample of 900 days was taken in a coastal town and it was found that 100 days the weather was very hot. Obtain the probable limits of the percentage of very hot weather. So first we'll write the probability P is equal to, you see the question, 900 days was taken in a coastal town and 100 days was found as very hot. So out of 900, 100 days are very hot. That is 100 divided by 900. So that will give you 1 by 9. So I want value of Q, that is 1 minus P. Q is equal to 1 minus 1 by 9, that is equal to 8 by 9. Number of observations, n is equal to what, or sample spaces, n is equal to what, 900. So probable limits which we want to find out, probable limits is given by P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of P cube by n. So I'll substitute all the values which I already know it. So P is what, 1 by 9 plus or minus 2.58 into square root of P is 1 by 9, Q is 8 by 9 divided by N is what, 900. So that is equal to, you see that there are two values, one is positive, another is negative. So using your calculator, so I'll get one value as 0.084 and another value I'll get as 0.138 after using your calculator. So I want the percentage of very hot weather. So percentage is nothing but you should multiply by 100. Therefore percentage of very hot weather is equal to 0.084 into 100 and one more is 0.138 into 100. So multiply with this by 100. So you'll get 8.4% and another one is 13.8%. So this is the required result. So I'll solve one more example on same finding probable limits. I'll read the question again. In a sample of 500 men, it was found that 60% of them had overweight. What can we infer about the proportion of people having overweight in the population? So first, as usual, find the probability. P is equal to, as it is already given in terms of percentage, 60% of people are having overweight. So 60 divided by 100. So that will give you 0.6. So I want to find value of Q. Q is equal to what? 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.6. That will give you 0.4. So number of sample spaces are taken, that is 500. So as usual, the probable limit formula is given as probable limit PL is equal to P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of PQ divided by N. So that is equal to P is 0.6 plus or minus 2.58 into square root of P is 0.6 into Q is 0.4 divided by n is 500. So after using your calculator, so you'll get the values are 0.543 and one more value is 0.6565, means one is should take positive, another is should take the negative value. So therefore the probable limits of people having overweight is given by 0.543 and 0.6565. So here is not asked the percentage, so no need to multiply by 100. So I hope you got it. So we will do one more example on same type. A sample of 100 days is taken from meteorological records of a certain district, and 10 of them are found to be foggy days. What are the probable limits of the percentage of foggy days? So I'll add here foggy days in the district. So first, as usual, write the value of P, that is probability. So as it is given that there are 100 samples days are taken, a sample space of 100 days. Out of this 100 are foggy days. So 10 are foggy days. So 10 divided by 100, that will gives you 0.1. So Q is equal to 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.1, that will gives you 0.9. So number of sample spaces are chosen, that is 100 days. So probable limits PL is equal to P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of PQ divided by N. I'll substitute the values of PQ and N. P is 0.1 plus or minus 2.58. Square root of P is 0.1. Q is 0.9. Divided by N is 100. So using your calculator, you will get the values as 2.26 after multiplying with 100, as it is asking the percentage. So I'll write multiplying after multiplying with 100, and another value is 17.74 percentage. Therefore the percentage of foggy days in the district is 2.26 percentage and 17.74 percentage. So this is one more example based on how to find the probable limits. So I will do one more example on same kind. Read the question. A random of 500 apples, sample of 500 apples was taken from a large consignment and 65 were found to be bad. Estimate the proportion of bad apples in the consignment as well as the standard error, written as SC, that is nothing but standard error of the estimate. Also find the percentage of bad apples in the consignment. So first I'll as usual write the value of P, that is probability of bad apples, which is already given. The proportion of bad apples, that is 65 out of 500 apples, 65 are bad. So that is 65 divided by 500. So that will gives you 0.13 using your calculator. Q already you know that is 1 minus P. Q is equal to 1 minus 0.13. That will gives you 0.87. Now number of sample spaces are chosen as 500 So I want to find probable, before going probable limits, you read the question. I want is the standard error I want, that is nothing but square root of PQ divided by N, that you have to find out. So P is what? 0.13, Q is what? 0.87 divided by number of sample spaces are 500. So after using your calculator, you will get 0.015. That is the one answer from the question, that is find the standard error of the estimate and also find the percentage. So that we will do. So percentage probable limits is equal to P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of PQ divided by N. So we know the values of PQ and N. Substituting 0.13 plus or minus 2.58 square root of 0.13, Q is 0.87 divided by N is 500. So after using your calculator and multiplying with 100, because I want in terms of percentage, so you will get 9.13 percentage, and another will get 16.87 percentage. Therefore, the percentage of bad apples in the consignment is equal to, you will get between, that is 9.13 and 16.87. 2 you can write, not and, you can write 2 in this consignment. So this is one result. So we'll go for one more example. A survey was conducted in a slum locality of 2000 families. By selecting a sample size of 800, it was revealed that 180 families were illiterates. Find the probable limits by the illiterate families in the population of 2000. So as usual, first we will write or find the value of P. P is equal to, that is 180 families were illiterate out of 800 families. So using your calculator, that I'll get 180 divided by 800 is equal to 0.225. You get 0.225. So I'll get value of Q is equal to 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.225, that is 0.775. Then number of sample spaces are 800. 800 families are chosen. Samples are chosen. So first we'll find the probable limits using the formula P plus or minus 2.58 into square root of PQ divided by N. So P already you know, that is 0.225 plus or minus 2.58. Square root of P is 0.225. Q is 0.775. Number of sample spaces are 800. So using your calculator, this will get 0.1 value is 87, and another value means after taking positive and one is another is negative value 0.263. You see the question. So I want for 2000 families. So probable limits by the illiterate families in the population of 2000. So therefore the probable limits of illiterate families in the population of 2000, so that is equal to 0.187. So we multiply with 2000 one value, and another is 0.263 into 2000. So both you multiply with 2000. So if you multiply this with 2000, 0.187 into 2000, so you'll get one value as 374, and another you'll get 0.263 into 2000, so that you'll get 526. So these are the values of probable limits for illiterate families. I hope you got it. There are a round of 5 to 6 examples. I solved it based on probable limits. So thank you, one and all.